Good morning, and welcome to the launch of Zuma at FinovateSpring 2018. My name is Ben Sullivan. I'm the product manager for Zuma. Along with me is Vika, my colleague, and Cisco from our exclusive corporate partner, Exela Technologies. Zuma was developed to address the large lending market that has typically been associated with high lending costs, a lack of transparency, and automation. We aim to serve 5 key lending markets. The first is business, the second, mortgage, the third, personal, fourth, government-sponsored, and finally, auto. I'll now pass you over to Cisco to give a brief background into Exela Technologies.
Thanks, Ben. Exela is a NASDAQ-traded global business process automation company. We serve more than 150 financial institutions, many of you in the audience. We're excited to be here to support Zuma as they launch their product here today. Why did we choose to partner with Zuma? The answer is simple. We support more than $1 billion in loans financed every month, and we want to help our clients attack the more than $3 trillion invoice factoring market.
Okay, and that takes us neatly onto the platform that we'll be demonstrating today, which is Zuma Liquidity Solutions. This is part of the Zuma business platform and allows small businesses to obtain financing on invoices. We will now start the demonstration. There are 3 main users for ZLS. The first is the administrator. The admin is part of the deal desk and underwriting process. They're responsible for approving borrowers, lenders, and invoices for financing onto the market. The second is the small-medium business, or the borrower. This is someone looking to try and increase their cash flow through invoice financing.
The third would be a bank. That would be an Exela financial institution who would white-label Zuma to sit on top of their back end.
Okay, so the first stage of the process is to log in as the administrator and approve a borrower onto the ZLS platform. What we will do is we'll review the existing borrower's applications. In this case, we're going to be reviewing Vika's. What we'll do, the first stage of the process, is to make sure that the financial information submitted by the borrower matches the supporting documentation. This is in the form of a balance sheet, audited statements, AR ledger. Our next big development push is actually to automate this process using Exela's OCR and classification technology. If we are happy, we can go ahead and approve, and if we would like, we can request more information from the borrower or reject their application. In this case, we're going to go ahead and approve.
So while Vika's doing this, what she's actually doing is creating a secondary deposit account. This is where the loan is going to be funded, and this is where your clients' clients will actually repay the loan. While she's doing this, I should also note that using our business automation suite, we're planning on rolling out a service for Zuma clients where they can automate AML and KYC checks.
Okay, and the final stage is the Zuma credit score. The Zuma credit score was developed to change over time based on the borrower's ability to repay the financing. Now, as a white label solution, we can connect to a range of credit scoring systems like FICO, Experian, and other in-house models using Exela's business automation suite. The final thing is the administrator can review the credit score if they feel that the borrower's risk is higher or lower. In this case, we're going to go ahead and submit the borrower. The next stage of the process is to log in as the borrower and create an invoice for financing. Whilst Vika does this, there are 3 main ways that we can import invoices into the ZLS platform. The first is actually through an in-app tool, invoice creation tool, which you will see on the screen pretty shortly. And then there's 2 other ways to import. One is through an accounting system like QuickBlocks, or we can use Exela's OCR and classification engine, which is what we will be doing today. We'll select a scan image of the invoice.
So while this is processing, I should mention that our data classification and OCR system processes more than 3 billion characters each month from more than 8 million documents and 100 million pages.
That's pretty impressive.
Thanks, Ben.
So we'll just wait for the OCR extraction to take place, and you can see the key fields have been extracted, like invoice number, issue date, and invoice value. If the borrower is happy, they can go ahead and they can save this invoice and then start the submission process to the admin. We will now select the invoice that we've created, and we will submit a supporting documentation in the form of a purchase order and a statement of work. This allows the administrator to make sure that the invoice is true and valid. So now we have submitted the invoice. We will see a summary of the invoice lending terms. We will go ahead and continue. And this will be submitted to the administrator to approve. We will now log in as the administrator. And very similar to approving the borrower onto the platform, We'll review all of the pending invoices, and in this case, it will be the invoice that Vika just submitted. And again, the admin will review the supporting documentation that we just attached. Again, we're looking to automate this process. So we will go ahead and approve and allow Cisco to go on and finance this invoice.
Sure. So let's say I'm an Accela financial institution client. I would log into this platform. Now, obviously, what we're showing here is a dashboard that we will white label for you. We also assume that you have your own dashboard that you would use. The first screen that we're seeing here is a dashboard, and then we'd move on to the auto invest function. That's one of two ways that most of our clients would participate in the marketplace. So if I'm a treasury manager or if I'm chief of product for this invoice platform, I'm probably setting rules that would allow me to create a program to automatically participate in the marketplace. This allows you to easily and quickly deploy capital, but keeping it constrained within your risk profile. The second, obviously, is going into the deal desk and individually selecting which invoices to fund or which invoices to reject. Now, from an Accela standpoint, the reason why we think that the Zuma technology is so compelling is that because this is the only invoicing platform, the only underwriting platform where we can actually look from a bank's perspective at the entire transaction from end to end. Really exciting stuff.
Okay, so we are now in the final stages of financing this invoice. We'll go ahead and click Fund Now. And then Vika will have those funds transferred to her Zuma bank account that we created. I'd like to thank you very much for your time today. It's highly appreciated. And just in summary, Zuma is a lending platform that allows lending institutions to enter new markets at a lower cost using non-invasive, cloud-based automation technology.
At Accela Technologies, we're proud and honored to have partnered with Zuma as they launched their product today. We're excited to bring the product to our banking clients. We invite you to stop by our booth in the back right corner, and we personally invite you to our Fino de Mayo happy hour every night, 5:30, Hyatt Lobby Bar. Thank you.